Roro no Zoro. Everyone's favorite swordsman and one of the most popular characters in One Piece and probably in all of anime. He has great and grand dreams of one day becoming the world's greatest swordsman. But can he do it? Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be discussing Zoro's future career as a pirate and the different paths he can take to become the world's greatest swordsman, and also the possibility he might not become the greatest swordsman at all. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into the video. In Zoro's quest to one day become the world's greatest swordsman, I have personally identified 3 main paths or routes he could take to achieve his goal. I also have a 4th one, but it's kind of a mini point since it's kind of unlikely, but I will touch upon it towards the end of the video. The first main path Zoro can take is to train every day as he has been throughout the entire story, and to one day clash swords with Hawkeye and Mihawk, defeat him, and take his title of the world's greatest swordsman. This is something I think everyone in the community has been waiting for probably ever since, Mihawk low-diffed Zoro back in the Baratier arc. That was a complete embarrassment to Zoro and his character. I thought back then that Zoro was the man. I thought he's crazy strong. He's going to help Luffy become the king of the pirates. And I was kind of disappointed to see him get borderline molested by Mihawk. But back then, I knew Mihawk was strong, but I couldn't really understand and fathom how truly strong Mihawk was, especially since we didn't know what Haki was. So we didn't know even if Mihawk was bothered to use it against Zoro. I assume he did use a bit of Haki, maybe a bit of observation to see what Zoro was going to do. He probably didn't use any more than that and just proceeded to low diff the guy. In hindsight, obviously Zoro didn't know any Haki, so it isn't really his fault to lose against the world's greatest, especially without knowing something as important to Haki. But it was a stupid fight now that we think about it. But it will be great for Zoro to get his redemption once he finally sees Mihawk and then defeats him, essentially. Will it be a death match? I'm not too sure about that personally, knowing Zoro and Mihawk's character. I feel like one of them will just win, and then of course they'll both be like really bloodied up, especially from the high diff fight that will have happened. But I don't think any of them will be dead. Maybe Mihawk will say to Zoro, "You deserve to kill me. I want to die at the hands of all of the opponent." So yeah, then Zoro will gladly kill Mihawk. I mean, Zoro, unlike the other Straw Hats, isn't opposed to killing. I feel like the other Straw Hats will leave someone alive, and give them, a second chance at life, I guess. But not Zoro. Zoro, if asked by his opponent to kill him, will definitely just kill him. So yeah, I can't wait for the Zoro Mihawk matchup. I personally want this to happen, so I prefer this path mainly. But I have considered 2 other paths, and I will touch upon them now. The second path that Zoro can essentially take is for him to not fight Mihawk at all. Mihawk may get defeated by someone else. The most likely candidate to defeat someone of Mihawk's caliber would probably be Shiryu, Blackbeard's right-hand man. Well, technically Jesus Burgess is the captain of the first ship, but let's be honest, he's kind of fodder. We learned that in Dressrosa. So yeah, Shiryu is considered to be, by most of the One Piece community or fan base, to be Blackbeard's right-hand man and will be kind of like the vice captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. So Mihawk, who I think is chilling with Shanks, the Red Hair Pirates and Blackbeard Pirates will definitely cross paths. It'll probably be Shanks versus Blackbeard, and then Mihawk versus Shiryu. Technically, Ben Beckman is Shanks' right-hand man, so wouldn't he fight Blackbeard's right-hand man? But let's just, for the sake of matchup, say Mihawk goes up against Shiryu, both swordsmen, and they clash. And then Shiryu somehow beats Mihawk, probably sneakily using the powers of the Clear Fruit. But then again, Mihawk does have amazing observation Haki, so I'm not really sure how that fight would go. But let's just say Mihawk loses, Shiryu's the winner. That means Shiryu is now the new world's greatest swordsman. Then Zoro, as a member of the Straw Hats, would fight against the Blackbeard Pirates, which I believe the Straw Hats versus the Blackbeard Pirates will be the final fight before Luffy becomes Pirate King. Luffy versus Blackbeard, Zoro versus Shiryu. If Zoro defeats Shiryu, then he will take the world's greatest swordsman title off Shiryu and essentially be the new best in the world. Do I prefer this to the first path where Zoro defeats Mihawk himself? No, let's be honest, I prefer that. I want Zoro to defeat Mihawk rather than him defeating the person that defeated Mihawk, if that makes sense. But yeah, Zoro versus Shiryu will be a great fight regardless, but I prefer for Zoro to defeat Mihawk straight up instead of fighting someone like Shiryu. The third path or route Zoro's future could take is the one that no one wants to hear. It's the sad one. It's the one where Zoro doesn't become the world's greatest swordsman. And this is a big if, or a big, possibility that he doesn't become. It's not confirmed or anything. But where I got this idea from is from one manga panel or a scene in the anime where Blackbeard is with Luffy, Nami, and Zoro. And Blackbeard says the famous words, "A man's dreams will never end," or "A man's dreams will never die," or "A pirate's dreams will never die." There's a lot of different translations out there, but basically they all have the same meaning, that the dreams of pirates or of men will never end. And Nami and Luffy are facing towards Blackbeard while Zoro is looking away. One could possibly infer from this that Nami and Luffy will achieve their dreams, or looking forward towards their dreams, while Zoro turns his back on his dream or dies before he has the opportunity to achieve his dream. And yes, this is a big possibility. Oda may have just thrown this in, but let's be honest, Oda's a genius. There'd be no normal reason for him to just make Zoro face away and Luffy and Nami face towards Blackbeard. So there's definitely some meaning to this panel. However, it doesn't automatically mean that Zoro won't achieve his dream at all. Zoro very well may achieve his dream, and that his back turned to the rest of them may mean something entirely different. However, it is a possibility, which is why I have mentioned it. Remember how I said there was like a fourth mini point to have? So I'm going to talk about that right now. And it's essentially the fact that Kuina is still alive. Zoro and Kuina meet. Zoro gives up on his dream and finds a new goal. This is why it's kind of the unlikely one. I mean, what are the chances of all of this happening? In Zoro's backstory, towards the beginning of the story, we saw Kuina falling down the stairs and dying. We didn't actually see that, but that's apparently how she died. I'm not going to go into too much about if she's alive or not, but essentially, let's say she is alive and she sees Zoro again, and Zoro's like, he's surprised, and he's like, "I've been doing this all for you," because deep down, let's be honest, the passion and the fire that was lit in Zoro happened, got a lot bigger after Kuina's death. He felt like he had to achieve their combined dream, essentially for her, so she can watch him from the afterlife and see that Zoro achieved their dream, essentially, of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. And if Kuina is alive, that takes away some of his reason to become the world's greatest. Obviously, Zoro wants to become that himself, but doing it for Kuina as well is what boosted him and kept him going all this time. So Zoro's morale and intention to be the world's greatest may waver for a bit. Obviously, in the end, I feel like he'll still want that to be his dream, but he might feel like he's worked so hard for this long, and she's still alive. It might make him a bit angry, but at the end of the day, all the Straw Hats have dreams, so it would make sense for Zoro to still keep the dream. This is why it was kind of the unlikely one, but I still feel like it deserved a little shout out in the video. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment a few things if you want, but yeah, it'll mean a lot to me if you can do all those things, specifically like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1K subscribers soon. I don't know, let's try and smash that, guys. Get me to it within the next month. I'll definitely be uploading more and more, and my videos will definitely get better and better as I get used to this platform. It's kind of harder than I thought, but yeah, I can't wait to upload some more videos. See you next time, guys. Peace.